Hello everybody, welcome to Flakpanzer's channel, and in this uh, video I'm going to be talking to you about where to send my assault teams on the front line. This is a big question that I get a lot on my stream and in Discord. How do I make money, Flak, and where do I send my assault teams? What's a good area to send it? Well, in the RTS section of the game, you have to look and see what is a good location and how are the teams doing on the battlefield. If you see that the enemy team is pushing your faction, it means that your faction is playing defense and it's not very active as far as assault teams. So if you see a defensive area, as an example up here, where everything is being played as defense, it means that the generals in this area are not active. If you're the type of general that can push areas by yourself, meaning you have at least 500 infantry per city, then this would be areas that you would be looking for. Whether it's American or German, it doesn't matter. These are the areas that you're going to be looking to push on your own. Uh, I would recommend to stay away from major capitals unless you and your entire team, maybe you're in a group or something, are pushing this particular area on your own. Because if you go to major capitals, you will see that a lot of the cities are very overstacked. As you can see, 3.4k infantry. If you are sending your assault teams to 4.2k infantry, sending your assault teams to overstacked cities, you pretty much are not going to be making anything. The city has too many resources in the battle, and your resources will not get used, and so there's no point of sending it there. Your whole idea is to get your resources used so that you can make the money. Vortex areas as well are interesting areas. These are the areas where both the German and the Americans are on the front line. It can be at times useful to play because if you don't want to push the Germans, you could turn around and push the Americans and vice versa right in the same area. My opinion, not a really good area to push because you don't know if the Germans are going to win the battle or the Americans are going to win the battle. Not a great area to push. On the other hand, any areas that are on the offensive, meaning your faction is pushing, is a good idea because usually there's not enough resources in general to be pushed. So it's a good idea to push those areas. You know that the enemy team is not as active, and so that's why they are on defense. These are very good ideas to push. Uh, Try and stay away from defensive cities. Defense, as much as they are profitable, there is a very good chance that your faction will get encircled. So you want to stay away from defensive areas. Now, as an example, this particular area, as the Germans are pushing, and if you were to put yourself in this particular city, if you don't have enough units or you are limited on units, this is a very good area to put yourself because there's a very good chance that the units will get used up completely and you'll make the most money out of this particular area. So if, let's say, Topolog gets taken and the next city to be hit was Babadug and you're in Kogliak, there's a very good chance that you're now encircled and now every single one of your units will get used because there is no more extra units that can be coming into the area because they have been cut off. So if you're in the type that you want to make money and you don't really care if your unit gets encircled or taken, send only a few units in this area since this will be somewhat stacked and you will make the most money since your units will get used and nobody else can send any more. I hope this was informative for you, and if you liked what you see, subscribe and like the video, and I will continue making videos in the near future. Thank you for being here. Make sure you also follow me on twitch.tv // Flak_Panzer, and that's where I stream this game and other games. Have a good one, everybody,